And here comes this big old black bear. And he got to about 15 yards. It made you know you were alive, that's for sure. I started writing when I was about 15 or 16, I guess. I really liked those back page stories and Field and Stream and Outdoor Life. I wanted to do that, and so I just started writing short stories about hunting and the outdoors. I like Westerns a lot. I've kind of bounced around and wound up here in Montana, and something about just a good, quick Louis L'Amour book or Zane Grey book, Western. I really like those. I guess you could say like the average is about a year to write. Coming up with the story and actually writing it, I kind of write in fits and spurts, and the first draft doesn't take that long, but then especially if you're writing in a series, making it all fit is a little more difficult. So it takes about a year. Generally when I'm stuck, I just go out and ride my horse or go shooting or something, and something clicks and I write it down, make a little note, and it's almost always something being outside, whether it's fishing or hunting or going camping or something like that. It's not going to happen overnight, but you just got to keep writing and keep putting your stuff out there and get it to as many people as you can, and take criticism well. I pound nails during the week. I'm a carpenter, and then on the weekends I go and do my book shows and play music and try and meet people. And when we get some free time, my wife and I like to go riding, saddle up the horses, and then come fall time, it's hunting is kind of a priority, so we go hunting. In the evening, and usually after I have a full belly. I'd say one that comes to mind is I was working at this ranch down in Colorado, and they did guest stuff in the wintertime. People would come out for trail rides. And it was getting on springtime, and we had this this trail ride going out, and so I jumped on as a wrangler, and we're going through the this kind of side hill deal. We had a guy on there that was on a horse that, for whatever reason, sometimes they're little spunky that day or whatever, and all of a sudden the horse, its feet just went out from under it, and they went tumbling down the hill together, and it's a wrangler's worst nightmare. You're like, oh no. And well, here the guy was on R&R or something from the service, and he had come with his family to Colorado for a nice vacation together. And I said, are you all right? He goes, I'm in the Army, I'm fine, this is no problem, I've fallen off horses before. And then he grabbed his horse and led it back up to the trail and jumped right back on. It says something about not getting too freaked out about your horses. We had an elk camp, and I kind of went off by myself. It was during muzzleloader season, but I had an archery tag and the seasons ran together, and I set up my little pop-up cow elk decoy and was up behind a log cow calling, and here comes this big old black bear, and he looked like, he was really big. He was about as wide as he was tall. And he came right up on a rope to me, and he got to about 15 yards, and then I waved, because I was like, get away from me. I had my little 9mm with me, but I didn't have a bear tag, so that was kind of it made you know you were alive, that's for sure, and that's kind of the stuff you remember. For a long time I wanted to be a professional motorcycle racer, but that didn't work out. Ideally, I guess I'd be a singer, be a country superstar. Write the next book. Quit. you'll never make any money doing it. We Metcalf Wilderness down near Ennis, south of Ennis, Montana. You get in there and there's a little bit of danger. There's grizzly bears around. There's creeks to cross and mountains to climb, and then beautiful, beautiful parks to wind up topping out in and just take in the view. My son's a struggling reader. He's 13 and he can't get enough of your books. And that was like, all right, that makes me feel good. That means we're doing something good.